Yo, what's up guys? In this video I will be speculating all the tools that Hornet uses and pretty much all the gameplay we've seen. The tools in Silksong will basically be the replacement for charms in Hollow Knight, as we have no indication of charms being brought back. Hornet's tools will be used for both offensive and defensive abilities. A crest is also necessary to equip a tool. There are 3 different crests, but the only one we have a name for is the red one, which is called Wanderer. We also know that the red tools are presumably limited use consumables that can be refilled at any bench using shell shards. The blue and yellow crests are completely unknown, and we can only speculate by the appearance of the tools in those categories. Let's get started with the tools used in the Wanderer's crest, starting with the Lifeblood Syringe. This syringe will grant Hornet 2 Lifeblood Mass. It's also interesting to note that the Lifeblood Mass are not the same as Hornet's Mass. Instead, it's the Knight's one. I'm not sure if that is a glitch. It is most likely just a placeholder, since Silksong was still in early development at the time of the trailer. The Lifeblood Syringe is the only Lifeblood related tool we see in Hornet's arsenal. Next tool we have is what appears to be a buzzsaw that is thrown directly forward and deals continuous damage to any enemy in front of it. The buzzsaw is also attacking cult members. I'm not sure if the cult members would attack Hornet, but if they wouldn't, then that would mean that the tool will hit both friends and foes. The tool that looks to be a spike ball is thrown out to where it stops midair. It can be used to bounce on it with Hornet's needle and reach higher platforms. It might be helpful for mobility as well when fighting a boss. It also is the same as the traps Hornet lays out in her second fight in Hollow Knight. The tool Pimpillo is one we see used in the Deep Docks area, and it explodes on impact or when it is ignited by its fuse. The description says that it is dangerous to friends and foes alike. I'm not sure if this means that it could attack friendly NPCs and deal damage to them. If true, then it will be interesting to see how NPCs will react to it. The next tool is one where Hornet throws out small flying familiars. These familiars will most likely attack the first enemy they see. I also think it would be interesting for the familiars to explode on impact, or deal continuous damage to its enemy. The next 2 tools are similar to each other as they are used as projectiles in 1 and 3 quantities. The 3 hairpin one is used by one of the bird-like Greymore enemies. In one of the gifts where we get the NPC Grindel, there what appears to be a bench with a bunch of single hairpins and a collectible item. This will likely be where you get and use the tool for the first time. Those 7 tools are the only ones we have gameplay footage of, but the tool on the top right appears to be a spike that can be thrown onto the floor. The tool right below it appears to be claws and might be used to climb up certain walls. That is basically all that's left for the 9 Wanderer tools. But the 3 tools in the blue crest category all seem interesting. The one with the green color palette looks similar to moss berries, which are actually a collectible in Moss Grotto, the starting area. The only hint of footage we see that could be related to the moss tool is in the same prison gif where there is a green bead in Hornet's spool. The only similarity with the bead is the color, which could still be useful as the color blue is always lifeblood, so why not with green? The bead might increase the amount of silk Hornet gets when attacking an enemy. If this is true, it would be interesting to see that if there are more beads Hornet gets even more silk when attacking. The tool right next to the green one looks to be a Weaver mask. I thought that it would be cool that this tool is related to the Weaver doors, which are the ones we see in the Moss Grotto. It could be used to open these doors to lead to different locations. The tool to the right of the Weaver mask is completely unknown to me, and I'm not sure what the shape is supposed to be. There also is a gif where Hornet has a skull instead of a mask, which could be used from a crest. Although I'm not sure if any of the tools could be related to it. The mask might be worth 2 hits instead of 1 like the normal mask. In the yellow crest category, I don't think we know anything about the tools of it. The tools are cut in half, so it's hard to make any judgments. In terms of comparing what the 3 crests are used for, my guess is that the Wanderer one is for consumables, the blue one is used for engaging with objects that will lead to new areas, and the yellow crest could add new movement abilities for Hornet. This is pretty much all I could get from the tools in Silksong. I do think that the tool system could be better than Hollow Knight charms if done right. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will catch y'all later.